We're back on the stream, and we have a new pitcher in here. The Packers lead 8-5. Here, this is radio coverage. As of right now, we are waiting on the camera. But it's going to be Antonelli Savatere for the Packers. Here comes the pitch. That one is outside. So just a brief recap of what has been going on for all of you viewers. Cade Campbell opened the inning with a fly out to left field, then a walk for Jake McCoy led to him moving up to second base on a single from J.C. Agard. And Max Martinez reached on an error, which scored McCoy. So the Packers lead 8-4 now here on radio coverage. Thank you all for joining us here at Recreation Park. I'm Hugo Traverso, joined alongside Ryan Moffett. Bottom of the fifth inning, Packers lead it 8-4 following a 4-run top of the fifth for the Marauders. Runners on first and second. Breaking ball in there from the pitcher for the Marauders. We do not have an exact name for it. The last name is Josephson. So Josephson on the mound for the Marauders. He is checked in after Gatson stepped aside. Runners on first and second. Josephson fires, fouled off to the left over towards the Packer bullpen. Thank you all for joining us. It's a great day here in Healdsburg. High of 85. Sunny Father's Day. Get out here with your dads. We've got a packed house at Recreation Park. Rough estimate, probably over 1,000 people here. Watch some Packers playing Marauders. Swing and a miss for Antonelli. Actually fouled that one off. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Trying to get our camera back and working, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies on that side of things. Hope you guys are enjoying it. 2-2 with one down. 8-4 Packer lead. Runners on first and second. The pitch to Savatere. He lines this one deep. It's going to stay in the ballpark. It comes down, and making the catch is Jacobs. Runners will stay there. The outfielders faked me out there. They've started moving far back towards the wall.
They tricked you, Hugo.
Yeah, a little trickery there. And now it is the top of the order, Jay Souza. He homered his last time out, a whopping 388 feet to tie the TrackMan record of this season. Jake McCoy still stands out as the longest home run for the Pack this year, with a home run to nearly dead center, or actually more to left center field. It was just beautiful. Now Josephson approaches Souza out of Texas Tech University. Yes. That one is in there, called strike.
Souza with 4 RBIs on the day, Hugo. He's got a triple and a homer, so he's been hot.
Yeah, you are going to be get your shoes tied up on
I'm going to be busy.
Yeah. Who's player of the game, as that curveball drops in beautifully for a called ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count to Souza. Umpire calls time, got a little bit of dirt in his eyes. The 1-1. Now coming, the pitch from Josephson. Swing and a miss. Absolutely nasty there. With that pitch, looked like a changeup.
Definitely a changeup there. Yeah, caught Souza there. Little off-speed action will do that.
2-2. Swung on and hit on the ground slowly. Shortstop has it. He boots it again. The throw to first is offline. And Souza gets in there safe.
And a debate going on up here with our stats guys, if it's a hit or an error. And it seems like it's going to go down as an error, E6.
Yeah, that's his second of the inning. Shortstop out there has been having kind of a rough day, but it'll be bases loaded for a man you want bases loaded for. You've got Alex Leopard at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. He pops this one straight up. It'll go into foul territory. In on it is the third baseman and making the catch. Minton retires the side, gets them out of the jam, and that will do it for the 5th inning. We will head to the top of inning number 6. All right, we're back here, and it's a pinch hitter for the Marauders. It is going to be Hernandez coming to the plate.
Man, this game has slowed down a bit, Hugo. I mean, Alec Bellardas got through those first 4 in some lightning quick speed, but here we've slowed down a bit.
Yeah, Devin fires that one in low for a ball. 1-0 on the way from Devin. Up high, ball 2. Top of inning number 6. Packers working through it pretty quickly. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Devin finding his way now, following a tough introduction into this game. 2-1 on the way. Outside, 3-1 the count.
And I'm not sure what Brandon Mann's doing, but he just ran over to the dugout here. So I'm not sure if he's just getting ready, and maybe they're going to work his armor later this game.
That one fired in for a called strike 2. 3-2 the count here at Recreation Park. Historic Art McCaffrey Field. Coming to you live from the Claridge Runavara grandstand as that pitch is inside, ball 4. Take your base. Now Davis Minton steps in. So the junior college guy is getting subbed out. And now Davis Minton comes to the plate. And he hits this one foul. And it'll go out of play.
Yeah.
0-1 coming now to Minton. The pitch, breaking ball, breaks perfectly into the zone. 0-2 now. 0-2, no out. The 0-2. Swing, and that one is popped up foul. Good battle here at Rec Park. Oh-2 coming, nobody out. Here's the pitch, and it spikes. Runner moves over. Hernandez into second on the wild pitch. 8-4 Packers lead, although it feels a lot bigger of a gap. The 1-2. And that one does not catch the outside part of the zone, just a little bit too far outside for a ball. 2-2. No one out. Runner on second. Devin deals. Swing and a miss. In the dirt. They're going to have to go to first with it. They will pretty quickly. And it's strikeout number 2 of the day for Devin.
Yeah, and that's the first out of the inning here. I mean, Packers just need to just keep cruising. I mean, foot on the gas, but at the same time, know that you have command of this game and don't let pressure sneak up on you from the Bay Area Marauders getting back into this game through mostly errors.
That one is grounded up the middle. Salvatore makes a nice play. Throw on to first. He's got it. He might have an ugly glove, but he can work it pretty easily. As that'll go down.
Super clean fielding there from Salvatore. You mentioned the ugly glove, but he gets it done in fashion when you're looking from a distance.
Yeah, runner on third now. As he moves over on the play. This pitch in the dirt, runner coming home. Nearly trips over himself, and he will score. Hernandez in to score on another. Did you call that wild pitch or a pass ball on that one? That one's a controversial one.
Yeah, that was tough because it definitely hit the dirt before it got to Burge at home plate, but I don't know. That's one you kind of got to knock down. Tough to say, though, from our angle, too.
Yeah, well, anyways, that clears the bases, so Devin gets another chance to work with nobody on. 8-5 your score now. The Marauders definitely playing hard against these Prune Packers. Scrapping for every run. Pitches in the dirt for a ball. 3-0 the count now. Devin struggling with command. So Packers getting warmed up in the bullpen. Little hacky sack. Here's the pitch. That one is in there, called strike. Pretty much down the middle. But Stevens chooses to keyhole that one. The 3-1. In there. Fastball hit hard, but picked by a guard. He throws to Devin at first. That'll retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Pack lead 8-5. And we're back, bottom half of inning number 6. Josephson still out there, and it is going to be Logan Sutter leading things off for the Pack. And he swings and misses that one. 0-2 now. Sutter fouls that one off. That one is grounded and off the glove of the third baseman into left field. Now that begs another question. That one is going to go down as an error on the third baseman. Yet another error for the Marauders. And now Alex Bird comes to the plate.
It's almost like that rolled up Minton's arm like it was a ramp and shot into the outfield.
As that one goes in front of Burge. As our camera has entered back into the ball game. 1-0 coming to Alec Burge. We will move it once the inning is over. 1-0. Outside, 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Alex Burge out of Cal. It's been a big offensive answer for the Packers. The pitch outside, but called a strike on the outside part of the zone. 2-1, nobody out. Logan Sutter over at first. Packers lead it 8-5 in what is, to be frank, an air fest. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball. 12-6 cuts right through the zone, splits it in half, and that'll drop into the bottom of the zone to strike 2. 2-2 on the way here. 2-2, nobody out. They will check over to first. Josephson still looking into Burge. Burge. Swing and chops that one foul. Yeah, Ryan, you were saying Packers really extending this game. We're only bottom 6. We'll look to see a quick 7-8-9 following this inning. Here comes the 2-2. Inside's going to go full. That pitch was at the feet of Burge.
Yeah, the reason this game is slowed down so much, Hugo, is just the lack of command from the pitchers since Bellardes has left the game and, you know, in his last inning. It's just really drawn on into, you know, walks, and then you can't even, you got to talk about the errors as well being committed on both sides of this game. You know, both defenses have had a couple costly errors.
Yeah, I mean, some would say more than a couple. There's the pitch, and that one is fouled off. Yeah, I mean, Packers already have 3, and I believe the Marauders have 4 or 5. So this is turning into a tough game to watch if you are a defensive guy like Ryan. Big defense wins championships guy.
Hardwired.
3-2. Nobody out. Runner over at first. They'll check on him. He is back in there safe. 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming. And that one is swung on and hit foul. That one will wind up on University Street. All the way out there. So here we go. Now Burge. Looking to get a nice base hit, move runners over. He waits. Josephson fires. That one's in the dirt. It'll spike. And now runners on first and second. Now Cade Campbell comes to the plate. Campbell out of Cal. Out here with his teammate Burge.
Yeah, this turned into a bit of a little league matchup here later in the game. I mean, we saw such an impressive performance from Bellardus, but now it's just pitchers trying their hardest to get pitches in the strike zone and walks and then errors on the defensive side.
As that one skips in the dirt. Luckily for the Marauders, no runners advance, but yeah, they've been having their own troubles. That one falls in there for ball 2. 2-0. On the way. And it hit him.
Ouch. You could hear that from up here, Hugo.
Yes, you could. That was a very, very hard thrown ball. And Campbell, credit to him, just takes it for the team.
Sounded like when Rocky was training in that meat factory and he was just punching those, those cows. That's what it sounded like.
It did sound like that. That's a good comparison. Great sound comparison. Yeah,
How do you feel about the Rocky movies? You a fan of them?
I'm a fan of them. I've only seen one, so.
That is probably the most unpatriotic thing you could say, and I think you let down every dad that is listening to this stream.
Well,
on Father's
I apologize.
Day, you should never say that.
Well, anyways, bases loaded for Jake McCoy, and he lines this one into left field.
Ooh.
It will go foul.
That right there would have done some damage right on the line.
It would have. At least 1 or 2 runs would have scored for the Pack, and this would have extended and really hurt the Marauders.
Because crazy enough, this is a 3-run game.
Yeah. Loaded bases for McCoy. Takes ball 1 low. 1-1. McCoy reached on a walk last time. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame with 2 strikeouts. The 1-1 will reset. 1-1 on the way. Swing, and that one is fouled off. Kind of got jammed there. A pitch in on the hands to McCoy. Following McCoy, it is going to be his own teammate, J.C. Agard. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. It kicks away from the catcher. Sutter's coming home. He'll be in standing up. And the runners move over. Pack now lead it 9-5.
Yep, this is not very clean. The sloppiness continues here as that's good for the Packers, though, extending that lead. Now 9-5.
Yeah, wild pitch called on that one. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul Off to the left. It's a great day for baseball. Approaching hour number 2 on this ball game. Ryan definitely has some thoughts on that and possibly installing a pitch clock here. 2-2,
like that.
no outs. That one, great job by the catcher to try and frame it, but the count will go full, and the catcher will go out for a mound visit to talk with his pitcher. So we will reset here, 3-2 on the way. The pitch. Breaking ball kicks away from McCoy.
Oh my
Coming
goodness.
in on it is going to be Burge. He'll score. And into first on the walk is going to be McCoy, and that should be Josephson's day.
This is madness, Hugo.
It is madness, Ryan. That is another runner scoring on a wild pitch.
Having a sloppy performance on Father's Day is just, you can hear every father in the world yelling at you to just improve your form.
Yeah, Josephson looks like he'll stay in the ball game because all things considered, besides the wild pitches, the Packers really have not been able to hit his stuff. He's only let up, he has not let up a single hit actually in his outing so far. All of them have been errors. So now runners on first and third, nobody out. Packers rolling here in the 6th inning, and Agard slaps this one into right. It'll fall. It gets past the right fielder. 1 run will score. McCoy is going to be held up at third, and Agard checks into second with an RBI double.
That's the offense we like to see from the Packers. Not just capitalizing off of mistakes from the other team. That is just great offense there.
Well, now, Mr. Southern Knights, Max Martinez from Southern California steps in, looking to fight on. He's been persevering through some tough at-bats. Reached on an air last time. Breaking ball, he looks to offer at it, but it drops right into the bottom of the zone. Beautiful pitch by Josephson. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Two one now to Max Martinez, really just trying to get him some more reps. Terry waits on deck. 11-5 Packer lead. That one is in the dirt. Got to give him credit. Good work by the catcher here to work mercilessly on framing these pitches.
Yeah, he's had a tough day of work here.
Yeah. 3-1. On the way now to Martinez. Swing, and he fouls that one off. Went down for that one. It's going to go full again. Still no one out. Packers absolutely cooking right now. Runners on second and third.
you see that foul ball? That was a double nutmeg there, Hugo.
Oh. Was it? Who did it nutmeg there?
A double. It went
No.
through the catcher's legs and the umpire's legs. That's a double nutmeg.
Double
I'm not sure if
nutmeg.
you're a soccer fan.
I am a soccer fan.
That's good to know.
Yeah. 3-2, no
got
one
a favorite
out.
squad?
The pitch. That one is hit high, long and deep. Moving back on it is the right fielder, Coles. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag. McCoy will score. So the sac fly results in something for Martinez and the Packers. 12-5, your score now. But yeah, I would say for the family, Chiavari, Virtus, and Tella probably be my favorite squad. But in terms of like big teams playing at the top divisions, big fan of Genoa and Arsenal. I'd say.
Nice. Good picks.
You know, Arsenal, you would say, is like if I had to compare it to something, it's like being a Dallas Cowboys fan. You expect so much, but get so little.
And hated by the world.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, you get all the way to the Champions League semifinal, you beat the best team in Europe, and then proceed to lose to a team that lost their star players. So that pitch is outside, 1-1. Now to Antonelli Savatere. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him low there. The pitch in the dirt. Jake McCoy came in on that last sac fly. Now J.C. Agard over at third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul. One, two. One, two is outside, 2-2. Two with one down. Pitch is on the way. Swung on and hit high. It'll stay in play. And the third baseman over on it, he'll make the catch in foul territory. Now Jay Souza steps in.
I mean, he's just been amazing today.
He
has
has.
been on it, and, you know, he's got a triple, a home run, and a single. So he's just a double away from the cycle, Hugo.
I believe that last play was an error. I think you reached on an error. Let's check.
All right.
Was
Proving
it?
me
He
wrong.
was.
I'm always
He
wrong.
did reach on an error.
I'm always wrong. I'm sorry.
There's the 1-0. It's outside, 1-1.
I can't
Nope,
get anything
2-0
right.
now.
Story of my life, Hugo.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Then never mind. He's a single and a double. Maybe he'll get both of those right here.
He might, honestly. He'll definitely get another at-bat following this one. 2-0 on the way. In there, called strike. Josephson has definitely cleaned things up since that mound visit. But still, it is a 12-5 Packers lead. After a 5-run, or a 4-run sixth. Pitch is outside, 3-1. Don't want to walk him here. You got Jonathan Kim waiting on deck. He's looking to do some damage. Or excuse me, you got Alex Leopard, then Jonathan Kim. So that one's fouled off. So Logan Sutter, it appears his day is done.
He put in some good work today, though.
He
had
did.
Some quality at bats. Got on. Had that nice double.
Yeah, he reached base every time, but still ended up. Stop. Maybe you give him the cycle there. Pretty much give him the cycle, Ryan, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll say he pretty much has the cycle. Just don't ask too deep into that on why it's pretty much and not for sure.
So now Packers tag one on. And Josephson, his day is done. We have a new pitcher on the mound, and we'll be right back. As Ryan moves to take this camera down, we have a Casa Grande kid coming in. Brady Laubscher, who's headed to St. Mary's College next year, will come in. He was the ace for a lethal Gauchos team this year. Brady Laubscher, I was not aware he was even on the roster here for the Marauders, but he is on the roster, and lucky enough, I've had the privilege of calling some of his games, and he is an absolute beast. So we'll step aside. We'll be back with his out. Alex Leopard now standing in. Lefty. Packers up 13-5 here in the bottom of inning number 6. The runner at second is Jay Souza. The pitch. And that one goes past the catcher. And running into third is Souza. So Packers move up a runner. And now Laubscher just trying to figure things out. He's been dealing with some shoulder issues out of Casa Grande in Petaluma, California. So Ryan coming back. 1-0 now. Laubscher in the ball game. Local kid, Ryan, on the mound.
What are you talking to me about?
Local kid on the mound for the Marauders.
Oh, that's
as
cool
that
stuff.
one's outside. He's been dealing with some shoulder issues, from what I have heard. He's heading to St. Mary's next year, but his arm is decreased in velo. So that one is outside. 3-0.
Hey, I'm back right in time, Hugo. Alex Leopard's up. Something good's gonna happen, I know it.
Yeah, Laubscher actually pitched against my high school, Cardinal Newman, but we won that game. 3-0.
Wow.
Outside, four pitch walk. So after not doing it last night, but getting to the chance to do it twice, the Packers have finally batted around.
Look at that.
And just when Ryan thought we were getting out of here early.
Exactly.
We might be in for another food trial.
Oh boy.
I honestly, I'm getting kind of hungry, Ryan.
Is that so?
I am getting kind of hungry.
Here's a joke for you.
As Leopard goes and speeding into second to take away the chance at a double play, even though they really wouldn't need one. What's the joke, Ryan?
Well, here it goes. Why did the raisin go out with the prune?
Why did the raisin go out with the prune?
Because he couldn't get a date.
Yeah, it is Father's Day, so we're getting all of our dad jokes in.
Please laugh.
I am laughing inside.
Wow.
I'm
laughing at me.
But now it is Jonathan Kim at the plate. He's subbing in for Logan Sutter. Kim awaits the 1-1. And it's in the dirt, 2-1 now. Tough times here for the Marauders. They've built a pretty solid team of high schoolers heading to the next level. Just haven't been able to find it against such an elite team like the Packers. Kim swinging a Marucci bat. Pitch, swing, and fouls that one off, 2-2. Lobsher trying to get his Marauders out of the inning. Two down. Straight twos across the board. Here comes the pitch. Swing, and that one is lined into center. Moving in on it is Jacobs. It will fall. 1 run scores. Leopard will come around the bend, and like a Leopard, he will score.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jacobs out in center was doing. He clearly misread it because he stayed put for a good 2 seconds before even coming in on that. I mean, clearly short, but I don't know what the deal is out there.
Yeah, well, now that pretty much
sums up the day.
Yeah, it sums up the day and clears out scoring position here. Now the Packers, this is turned into a 7-run bottom of inning number 6. Food trucks, gotta love it. You know, score a lot of runs, get a lot of people buying food. It's packed in here in Rec Park. The pitch, that one is in there. Called strike. What was that? Justin, what was that? 0-1 coming from Lobsher. He checks on the runner. Bird still at the plate. Packers not making a lot of changes despite sitting down Sutter. Sutter and French up until today's game have played in every game to date for the Packers. French will likely be back for Tuesday's game against Humboldt. The 15-5 lead for the Packers here. A lead that was once dwindling, and now, much to Ryan's disappointment, I mean, I guess it's happy disappointment.
It feels like I'm on the losing team. No, it's just sloppy baseball kind of can drag on.
As that one is lined down the right field line. Great play made on it by the right fielder to keep it from runners coming in, but a great piece there from Burge.
That ball was smacked by Burge. I mean, he got every piece of that ball, and now he's getting tapped out. He's going to have Hideki Prather run for him. Smart move, though. Burge can now go get his gear on, prepare for the next inning, or the next half of the inning.
Possibly.
Catchers looking out for each other.
Yeah, but it could be Prather just coming in forever for the rest of the game. Could be.
Might not be wrong. Now they're trying to pick off Prather over there.
The 1-0. Inside. Runner's going to come home, and he will score. Moving up, Kim, and now it is 16-5 Packers. And just a bit of embarrassment now for the Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, Now you're just trying to get out of here as fast as possible. This game is getting ugly, and you got to minimize it. You don't want another 20 runs on the scoreboard for the Packers. Second team in a row.
2-1, 2 down. 16-5 Packers lead. Campbell at the plate. He swings on this one and hits it high and foul. Two. Swing and fouled again, this time off of his leg. That is a tough break there for Campbell. Hopefully no broken bones. Jake McCoy awaits on deck. Earlier this inning, he walked and reached home on a bunch of wild pitches, which surprisingly enough to anyone was 15 minutes ago. 2-2, 2 outs. Lobsher deals. Back pick opportunity, just a little haywire there to Prather. And you gotta give him some credit. Lobsher has pushed through a lot and now getting some quality reps against some quality batters. But he has this weird windup almost, where he kind of skews his head when he throws. There's the pitch. He does it again, and that one is lined into the gap in left center field. It will get down, and coming home easily scoring will be Prather. Into first with an RBI single is Cade Campbell.
There you go, Prather seeing action. He was on base, 2 outs. Maybe he wasn't expecting to run, but I mean the offense continues to stay warm, or I should say hot. And the errors kind of help him, but a great job by Campbell there.
Yeah, this is officially a 9-run inning. Packers' record is 11 runs in an inning this season, which they had against the South Bay Storm in Game 2. But they are well on their way to going 7-0 heading into their first official league series. They already had their first league game, but they will have a 3-game series against the Humboldt Crabs. That will be